So, Mighty Wayne, how many of Brighton stars came for less than 15 or 20 of them? Yet you push them. You push for Premier League players with barely any talent. See, I watch world football, not live in a bubble like you in the 90s, I guess. The thing is, what Brighton does is a great thing, but that's not. We shouldn't do. We shouldn't do those. We shouldn't do the deals and negotiations that they do be, because of their reasoning, which is literally getting young players play good for a few seasons or one season, then they sell them to other clubs, make money, and they're the PSR kings. We should do that because if we would have gotten McAllister from Boca Juniors, or Boca Juniors at the
Yeah.
time. God bless him, he played Boca Juniors. Stinks. He probably just stunk the first time he got to Brighton. And then what other team? Caicedo. Other young. If we would have gotten them, our
Yeah.
goal shouldn't have been to sell them, right? Like Brighton does. Our goal should have been, now you're a Newcastle United player for the next 5 years or whatever. We're not looking to. We give you what we can do is give you that initial Brighton salary, and then you become good. We give you a bigger salary, so you're happy to be here and stay here. You don't need to go anywhere else, right? That's what we need to do, and those minor differences. But we don't even identify talent anywhere, man. We just
No,
want
but I think
play.
if you look
I
at
answer
any
Ryan now.
team,
And now you can answer. Sorry, yeah. Now you can answer, Ryan.
Right. So Brighton have a totally unique model. And the reason that they're able to have that totally unique model is because Tony Bloom, Brighton's chairman, owns a massive gambling company in the USA, where a lot of his gamblers, of his clientele, are South American, and they like to bet on the South American leagues. So he gives odds on the South American leagues, which are better than any of the American gambling organizations give. So he gets virtually all the Hispanic gambling. In order to make sure that he doesn't lose any money doing that, he has got a system of statisticians and scouts in all of the leagues in South America, all of them, not just Argentina and Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, Venezuela.
Yeah, but we
He
can.
is monitoring those leagues statistically, so he gets his odd setters, which are where he makes his money from, are totally au fait with everything that's going on in those leagues. Nobody else has the coverage of South American
Get out
leagues
of here, man. Get
that
out of
Tony
here,
Bloom has.
man.
None.
Get out of here, man.
Nobody.
Oh, what about Man City? They got an owner
Nobody.
too. They got an owner that gambles too. I mean, what are you
What,
talking about?
sorry?
What about Man City?
What about Man City?
They get young talent from South America all
Yeah,
the time.
they have got scouting networks, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's what we need to be. You don't have to have an owner.
not in the same league as what Brighton's are.
Man, go on somewhere, man. Get out of here. You're acting as if everything is impossible. No, it isn't. Newcastle United should be able to have all that.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
No, so it's not excusable. It's not like, oh my God, they got an owner that has a gambling, and
What I'm saying, Ryan Foster has specifically asked me how Brighton stars come in for less than 15 and 20 million. And I'm telling you how, because he buys them from the Ecuadorian League, from leagues in South America that nobody else knows about.
What are you? We know. I know. You want me to give you something? I know players that can play good. I know them. What are you talking about, man? It's about watching games, which scouts should be doing 24/7. They should be watching. They should be watching South La Liga Argentina. They should watch Brasileirao. They should be watching the Liga on Peruvian Liga. They should be watching every league. That's what their job is to do, man. It's not rocket science.
And that is what Paul Mitchell's job is to do.
Well, there you go.
To introduce an infrastructure at the tune that does just that. He ain't going to do that in 7 weeks. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it in 7 months. He's not going to do it in a year.
In 7 months? What are you talking about, man? This is unbelievable. I understand the 7 days. 7 months? What the hell is the scouting team doing? Are you what?
He's got to recruit it. He's got
Oh,
to find this. He's got to find the scouting team, which are the people to form the scouting team who
Right.
are competent to do what you are saying you know how to do. Put
It's
yourself
unbelievable.
forward. Say, I'll be your South American recruit and see what answer you get.
Mate, you just gotta pay people, man. That's as simple. You just gotta say you want this. You gotta get the scouts, and simple as that. Simple as that. I mean, why are you making it rocket science, man? They're not inventing Coca-Cola. Sorry, they're not inventing Coca. Well, you go to South America, you want to invent Coke. We make, we
I'm
got
gonna say you got to be careful where you go with that one.
we're good at that. But 7 months, everybody's
Oh.
laughing at you, man, in the chat. 7 months. What the, it's come on, man. Now, but you got to admit one thing, because you never criticize anything. Everything is perfect to you. If we're not on that level. Newcastle United are not on that level now. That means something was wrong before.
Yeah.
Get away.
Exactly.
Honest.
But you've never mentioned that.
Hey, who thought, Who thought there was something
yeah.
wrong before?
Yeah, but you've never mentioned it. Never. You have never, ever brought this up, ever. All you've said is Real Madrid's scouting team is horrible, which is unbelievable to me. I don't know how you watch football if you think that way. But everybody else everybody's ahead of everybody, man.
Real
Everybody is
Madrid
ahead.
just go out and buy the best in class. End of.
And a lot they do that, and they go and buy young talent that nobody cares about, that nobody knows about, and get them in there.
Yeah.
They ain't no yeah. They do it.
How many players have come through Real Madrid's academy into the first?
It is not about the academy. Again, you keep getting mistaken. You keep talking about academy players and young players, scouting young players. They're not the same, man. They're not the same. Julian Alvarez, Arda Güler, coming from Turkey, nobody knew. I didn't even know.
Everybody knew about Arda Güler. We were in for Arda Güler, but he wanted to go to Real Madrid.
No, you didn't know. No, that's not true. And then you got Chouameni.
It's absolutely true.
You got Chouameni, Camavinga. Nobody knew about him. Then you got this Endrick guy from Brazil. Nobody knew about him from Palmeiras. Nobody, because they do their due diligence, because they want to have the best player, and they want to have money in every pot. They invest in young talent. They invest in big talent. They do everything, and that's where we need to be.
Well, if you believe that, continue believing it, mate.
Okay, well, this is pretty simple. It's not really. I mean, Ryan, right here, Mighty, when you said the Real Madrid don't bring through youth, they buy the best. Even Fox will prove you wrong when they have the best scouting team in the world. Yeah, I mean, you cannot. You cannot.
Let's have some names. Let's have some names.
Niall says that we scouted our goaler Chris. Win is right on that one. Okay, I give you that. But regardless, you're wrong. Queen of Hearts says, I respect this channel, and for that, win the jail. There you go. See, now we got to change our setup back because all the jails are like that. But give me just a second, Queenie. We're gonna get it sorted. You're gonna get your money's worth. Trust me, because this old man is it's just like, come on, man. You can surely you cannot tuck this amount of rubbish every day without being questioned. And I'm gonna question you. Trust me. Put it on, man.
I'm putting it on. You're taking it off.
Well, I was doing it. There you go. Now you're there. So
Bless
shout
you.
out to Queen of Heart. God knows we need that.
I'll be having words with you, Queenie. I'll be putting you over my knee.
Hey, whoa. That's interesting. Anyways, thank you so much to the Queen of Hearts. Good stuff. Oh, my camera got
Indeed.
but we just gotta get better, man. We're not there. But I
know we're not there.
I know, Foxy. You're right in a sense. I mean, you are right that McAllister went to Brighton from Argentinos Junior, which you're right. But he was loaned out to Boca Juniors, and then they loaned back to Argentinos, then Boca, and then went back to Brighton. So there you go. Even Brighton loaning players and sending them back to their South American teams to just. Like, it's unbelievable. Even Brighton are doing that. We're not even nowhere near.
They can't
Thank
they?
you, Tsunamios.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Paying 29 for Endrick at 16 isn't exactly unearthing. Yeah, it is.
Hidden gem.
Yes, it is.
At 30 million.
Yeah. because Brazilian people also know that he is a gem. He's obviously not proven nothing. He's not proven anything. It's not like a Neymar, which even Barcelona paid a lot of money for Neymar.
There's some names. Look at that. That Foxy's put up there.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus. I'm telling you, man. Real
Wow,
Madrid
man.
Academy always
Right, now, there you go. Hang on. Whoa. That's 4 players, right? Vasquez, Carvajal, Cambiasio, and Raul. That's 4 players.
You got a lot of them, man.
In there,
Soldado, Morata, Hakimi,
in the period of time that they all came through, how many players have Real Madrid played? Probably about 80 or 90. So they've unearthed 4 out of 80 or 90.
Are you trying to say they don't play their academy players?
I'm saying the very, very odd one comes through. Other than that, they just buy them.
And that's scouting. I mean, we're talking about scouting. They also do produce players, but not as much as Barcelona per se.
Right. Foxy's saying the academy have always produced top players for themselves.
They've produced top players.
Right.
They
Vasquez, Carvajal, Cambiaso, and Raul. How long ago was Raul?
Yes, they go from Argentina.
So you're talking, if you go back, 15 years, let's say. So how many players have Real Madrid had in their first team in the last 15 years? Hundreds.
Exactly.
And they've produced 4 of them.
But we're also talking about scouting. And a lot of these young guys have been scouted by Real Madrid, going to Real Madrid. Nobody knows about it. You didn't even know who Hendrik was. So I don't know who was.
But that's not unearthing a gem. They paid
30
million quid.
Yes,
30 million quid for a 17-year-old.
Because Palmeiras, stop putting money into it, man. Palmeiras knows he is a big gem, according to them, but he's obviously not proven anything in football yet.
Stop what are you talking about? Into it.
Yeah, you got to, because I can charge anything for anybody. That doesn't mean that they have to pay for it, or that doesn't mean that their football quality is high. However, Palmeiras said, I think this guy is going to be the next big thing. Real Madrid, you want him? Pay for it. Simple as that. Nobody else did. You tell me what other club did. Nobody else did. That is ski scouting, man. Now there will be another, and also because it is Real Madrid. Because if it was Celtic, they wouldn't have.
Are you saying if Newcastle had went and offered them 30 million quid and Real Madrid had offered them 30 million quid, you'd come to Newcastle? Of course,
it's up to the player, of course. But we're not even in the deal, man. We're not even in conversation.
But I think if you read this one out, this to me is what we need to be looking at. Casemiro from Sao Paulo to Madrid for 5 million, loaned back to Porto, and then came back and sold for 70 million.
Exactly.
Carvajal from the academy, loaned to German team and came back. Valverde from Panorama Morata from the academy, and that's what I said. It's not about these guys coming in and exploding into the first team. These are money boys. These are the ones that you bring in that keep your academy players in the academy. And again, I know people say we're not like Brighton. I've read all the chats, but we have to be like Brighton at the minute, because if you bring players in, like you've just said there, you need to bring in players that are better than our 11. Bringing in the likes of McAllister, bringing in the likes of Casado, what that does is allow you to go and sell. It doesn't have to be them players, but it allows you to sell.
Or they can all of the success stories.
Or they can play for the team, which is either or. Is you can use them, keep them, because obviously McAllister playing for Liverpool. He is the midfielder, the starting midfielder. You know what I mean? And right here, Ryan Foster, Vinny Jr. Not even Vinny Jr.'s mama thought that he was going to be this good. And then Real Madrid went and got him from Flamengo. Exactly. So what are you talking about, man? It's been the pudding. Hello, shout out Michael McIntyre, brother.
Thank you, Michael.
I haven't seen you this whole week, though, Michael.
We've kept you here, Michael, anyway, so you ended up not being bored.
Yeah, we got you back here, Michael, man. Shout out to you, my brother. We can't be like Brighton unless let me get to this, because Tune Arm is saying we can't be like Brighton unless we want a longer project. That's why a minute ago I specifically said we need to be like Brighton up until the players come here, because what they do is sell them to everybody else, make profit. Is like a automation almost. They sell them. If we would have done what Brighton did, bringing in McAllister, bringing Caicedo, top players, just using those examples, we could have used them for our first team and been in a better position with the league, with qualifying for Champions League or whatever. So that's where we need to change, not just sell them for the sake of selling them, for the sake of profit, but keeping them in the first team. And now you would say, wow, Newcastle United invested 12 million for Caicedo. Nobody had any idea who he was, but look at him being the starter DM for Newcastle United. That is an amazing scouting, amazing transfer window, and they didn't even spend a lot of money on that. That's what we need to focus on.